Jason, it's been a wonderful season, but obviously not the way you wanted it to finish.
Yeah, I'm struggling to reflect on the season, to be honest, at the moment. I just in that game, I just felt like it's probably been the story of the year. We just ran out of troops in the end, and I thought we did a great job first half for 35 minutes to put some pressure on them, but we weren't able to maintain it. And credit to Penrith, they were very good.
How deflating was that last 3 or 4 minutes just before halftime? How deflating did that prove?
Oh, it was huge, yeah. In saying that, we're 12 all half time. We've probably got to be a bit better than that, but I just felt like, not having Tom and Saliba probably hurt a little bit tonight, and we saw that with our punch and pushed down middles through big minutes. Cam played 80, so we didn't really get that rotation and struggled to get punch in the second half to get some field position, and Penrith do what they do. They just put you in your end and make it hard to get out.
The first 35 minutes, that's obviously how you wanted to play, but that's the plan that you came with, and you must have felt pretty good about it.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, and through the week, you're going to have a plan. Everyone has a plan. But to beat this team, you've got to be able to stay at it for 80 minutes. You've got to be disciplined. You've got to be relentless as they are, and we fell up short in that area.
Can Parramatta beat them?
Yeah, of course they can. But like I said, they're going to have to be good. You got to rattle the scoreboard a bit like we did, but you got to stay at it. You can't give them free tries. And unfortunately, that's what we did. We gifted them, that's 6 points before half time. We gifted them a couple of opportunities to get points and can't give them 3 points. I thought defensively through our systems we handled anything they threw at us, but kick improved the difference in the end.
Cam, you've obviously been this much of a fight for everything. How hard is it to cop that, given the run you guys have had, that you haven't got a title or another grand final to show for it?
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier, coming up short every year, so probably gets harder, to be honest. I don't know. I don't have much words. Just pretty disappointing.
In that period at the side of half time, like when the momentum slipped from you, how hard did it feel to get it back? And did you sort of feel like at times in the second half that you weren't going to be able to get that momentum back at all?
Yeah, it's always hard against a team like Penrith. They're just so good at dominating field position, and when you don't have that punch through the middle and you're making silly errors coming out of our end and not giving ourselves any opportunity to win that field position battle back, there's only, it's hard to keep defending your line, and we ended up cracking there a little bit and had some scoreboard pressure, and it's always hard when you're trying to come from behind against Penrith. So they were good tonight, just like we knew they were going to be, and we knew we would have had to be close to perfect to get them, and we fell up short. So
how's Tane in the sheds?
Yeah, he's disappointed, obviously. Apologising for getting sent from the field, but I don't think it had a huge impact on the game, to be honest. I felt like, the game was pulling away from us anyway, and could see what he's trying to do in terms of knocking the ball down, but he's made contact with the head, and it's probably an area he needs to work on a little bit, but he's been great for us the last few weeks. As have a lot of the players, really proud of their efforts. Can't fault their effort. They keep turning up every week, and like I said, it's probably the story of our year. We just ran out of troops in the end, and to get these guys in a prelim, you need to be fit and healthy and have your best 17 available, and it's not an excuse. It's just a reality of how hard they are to beat. And we come in here with optimism, and we were 12-0 up. I was optimistic, but the competitor in me wants to hate Penrith. I really do. But the coach in me is so respectful of what they do. And it's a credit to Ivan and their club and what they've been able to produce for the last 3 years. And they're the benchmark, and they're going to be tough to beat next week.
JD, you meant that we were just going back to that 5-minute period before half time. I know you guys like to throw the ball around, but I think both of their tries was a Junior Totola knock on and a Campbell Graham knock on. Was that where you needed your halfback to just say, let's stick it up the jumper and play straight here?
Oh, George, come on, mate. I think it's up to a halfback in his rookie season to own that moment. Campbell Graham's got to catch a ball first and foremost, but I'm not going to sit here and put it on a halfback. You know, I think as a team, at 12-0, we probably should have, at 12-6, we probably should have looked for the 1 point set. And even in the coach's box, there were discussions about going for the try or going for the 1 point, and there was, you know, two thoughts there. So, but, you know, Campbell catches it, we're not having the conversation, and we make the tackle, we're not having the conversation. We've still got two blokes there to make the tackle, and we don't make it. So there's opportunities there. I thought Lockie was outstanding again tonight. I'm really proud of his season. And like I said, there's a few boys in that team tonight that are going to be so much better for it come next season. You know, Lachlan Ilias, Isaiah Tass, you know, Isaac Thompson, who didn't play tonight. We've got some players that have got a taste of first grade this year that are going to come through and be even better for it next year, and that's probably what excites me the most.
How is Campbell? They were targeting him, obviously, he's got a rib injury.
Yeah, again, they're ruthless. They went after him, and he's been immense this year, Campbell. He's been needling up and playing and pushing himself, but you could see him in the first half. He got rattled a bit, but he just keeps turning up. I love him. I love what he does for this club and puts his body on the line every week, and he did again tonight.
JD, you mentioned the kick-in earlier. Obviously, Lockie's it's his first year in first grade, so there's a lot to learn in that regard. But how much of that was his kicking, and how much was the other side of the bloke catching it, and just how much ground Dylan Edwards was covering?
Yeah, I thought actually he kicked really well majority of the time. I thought our kick chase let our kicking game down. And again, that comes back to fatigue. It comes back to the relentless pressure that Penrith put you under. You know, you got to, in first half we kept turning up. We were locking after their back, going after their back five. We were locking them in their end. I think we had 4 or 5 sets where they were kicking inside their 40, and we were getting field position. In the second half, the kick chase dropped right off, and Dylan Edwards and Brian Toller found some space through tired defenders, and that gives Cleary field position, gives him opportunities to do what he does with his kicking game. He's the best in the game with his kicking, short or long, and we found out that tonight.
Is there something to be said that you might have found out that you might be the 3rd or the 4th best team in the league tonight, but there's a big gap up to first?
Oh, I think there's a gap, yeah. I think the gap is as much mental as it is physical, and that's something that we'll be looking at over the off-season.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.